Mr. Streamer, I'm first.
Hello, how are we? Got some first say and good evening, good afternoon, good whatever the fuck you want to call it. How are you? How's your day been so far? Time to solve some motors? Yes, yes it is. Hey, Snowy. I am feeling good right now. My fan stopped working this morning, so I went through the whole day. Good time zones. Hey, HK. Went through the whole day fucking roasting me bollocks off, but it didn't really feel it because it was like a slow cook kind of thing. So when I finished work, I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go buy an air conditioner. And I found one in a place. Everything I was looking at was like 2 to 5 day delivery, all this kind of shit. And I found that there's an electronic shop like 10 minutes up the road from me that had one in stock that was around what I was looking for. So like, fuck it, went and got it, and goddamn, I'm already happy I did. Lovely little remote control to deal with it. It's plugged in. I can already feel there's already been like a 5 degree temperature drop in the room. It was sitting at about 28 Celsius. I think it's like 23 now. We turn this off. Is it? Yeah, it's 23 now, but I can pull it down to 16. So, oh, it's nice. Hey, Miguel. How's your day, man? You're off work, had a headache, but it's gone now. Well, I'm glad to hear it's gone now, Faye. I went to get the milk from the shop, and all the shop's fridge areas are broken, so I had to come for. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, well, with the fucking heat that we're having, it does not surprise me. Like, just setting up the fan and the vent and shit for this thing, it was like, oof, fuck this. Been a day. Oh, not good, then I'm taking it. Work related or other shit related? Mine's been alright. Busy as usual, up to my fucking eyeballs, but not too many interruptions and not too much bullshit to deal with today. That or I just don't give a fuck. I think I might be just like, don't give a fuck anymore. And I went out and treated myself. I bought myself a mini air conditioner, or a portable air conditioner, as it says. It's not mini, like it's 26 kilos. So the thing's hefty, but it's currently changing the ambience in my room right now, and I'm fucking loving it. Best money I spent. I don't care what it cost. After all these streams, super excited to get into Starfield. See, I don't know that I'm super excited to get into Starfield. After all the streams I've seen of Starfield, I'm kind of hesitant to get into Starfield. Because it seems like it's going to be an absolute clusterfuck. That they've really kind of fucked up what they promised. I'll still probably try it anyway. I have Game Pass at the moment. It's on Game Pass, but we'll see what happens. Work, but at least it's over now. Well, I'm glad it's over now, and you can forget about it, and hopefully it doesn't carry over till tomorrow. And if it does, tell them all to go fucking choke on a bag of dicks and leave you alone. It's Wednesday, midway through the week. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Hey, perfect. How you doing? You legit can't remember where we got to last night. Oh, shit. Was, here. So we had gotten the buzzer. I'll undo this. And I'll pull this down. We got to George. We did get to George. We got to the point where we went to the costume shop and we found out that your man rented 2 costumes. He rented the clown and the fairy called Seamus, which is basically a fucking leprechaun outfit, but they just didn't want to say leprechaun, I'm guessing. But yeah, that's what it sounded like anyway. You can watch your fair bit without spoilers. Excellent. Good. Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Perfect. Were you in lectures today, or was it more reading? Right. So we got this. Oh, I know what we'll do. Go over here and talk to her. Show her the photo, maybe. See if she's
hi.
on.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Oh, you.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
There's no point in doing
See
any
you
of
later.
those with her.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
Honestly, you've enjoyed playing this game so much, you're really considering playing the rest. You should, Faye. They're fucking a lot of fun. Right, we're not going that way. We can't go here. Back to the cafe. Can we get back in here? Or are we going to have to go around the long way? Oh, no, we can't. We go talk to him. Can I find out anything else?
Hi there. Remember?
Mais oui, Inspector. Have you found him?
I didn't mean to click there. I'm clicking away
The
dialogue.
man in the sewer, of course.
Have you found them?
I'm
Who the fuck else?
sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, very good, monsieur.
Fucking right you do.
A policeman with a sense of humor.
Find this woman weird? Why?
Hi there.
Oh.
I'm
So,
Hi there.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
so,
I take.
Right, so there's nothing to gain from here. Maybe can I find anything? Go away, ads. No ads right now. More reading and working out research for assignments. Settled on one of the games you want to do case study on for the individual one. Ooh, nice. What game you thinking? Can we get over here? I'm just gonna traipse back this way in case something I missed.
There was nothing of interest.
Then why is it a clickable thing if there's nothing of interest, huh, George? Let's go that way. Here,
Hi
come on.
there. Soam. Hi there. Soam. Hi there. Soam.
That's it. She sounded sinister when you said goodbye. Yeah, she did. She sounds like she knows some shit. I mean, I'm a bit confused here in that, like, Am I calling him? I don't even know who I'm calling.
Hello? Who is this? Mr. Todrick? Oh, it's you again.
Oh,
What
this guy.
now?
I did not have this stream muted or anything. It's okay if you do, Snowy. I know you got games to play. So, hi there. Sounded like the receptionist of Monster Inc. I'm watching Zeski. Yeah, she has that kind of vibe. Or you had to cancel a dentist appointment tomorrow because it clashed with the lecture. Then, not that you mind seeing it for a root canal. Oh, geez. Due to public traffic being fucky, the teacher went right. Record a 3-hour lecture for y'all and make tomorrow a Q&A session. Technically could have done the dentist thing, but like I said, that's fucking... Can you not ring back and go, hey, remember I cancelled? Yeah, I'll be there. Fuck it. Yeah, I guess they'll have probably called somebody else and gone, we have a free time slot, come on in. Trying to find out why everything was silent. Yeah, it's like, did you not put the noise on? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Snowy. It's okay. Right, so we're
The
gonna...
man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember?
Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number.
Hotel
It
Ubu.
was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor.
Thanks, Todrick. That's all I wanted to know. Now I've got you, Mr. Clown.
What are you saying that to him on the phone? Hotel Ubu. Let's go there. Because your mum and dad do your ride and support person. Yeah, dentist told you, right, have COVID. Reasonably mildly, they're already on the vent. Well, I'm glad it's only mildly and they're on the vent.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
You've a phobia of dentists? Was that because of a bad experience, or you just don't like the idea of having somebody metal in your mouth, basically? More to the point, boys, phone there. For the guy digging the hole, the contact is foreman and shit, I'd imagine. From your friend, who is fairly critical, says, if you don't go into Starfield comparing it to Elder Scrolls or Fallout and treat it its own thing, it's pretty cool. Well, that's good to hear. I wasn't thinking to look at it from that point of view now. What I'd heard was, like, you go to a new planet, you land, there's 5 points of interest, and fuck all else on the planet. You know, stuff like that was very common. That's kind of what I've been reading, bits like that kind of made me go, The game is Star Wars Galaxies, in particular how they launched an expansion that ripped out the guts of what made the game unique and made it essentially a WoW clone. Alright. Bad experiences. Yeah, I get that. I had bad experiences with dentists when I was a kid. Kind of really didn't make me like dentists, but then I had good experiences with other dentists, and I was like, yeah, people are people, you know. Star Wars Galaxy, I know there's a callback. I don't think I've ever played it. Didn't actually announce what they were changing, how the game worked so drastically. It was actually leaked through like, oh fucking hell. So how's it supposed to be? Missed out on SWG. Star Wars Galaxy, yeah, I heard it was pretty good at first. Yeah, I never played it. Wasn't on my radar. It's an old MMO, like from 2004. Yeah. See, WoW was, at that stage, I was balls deep on WoW.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
I wouldn't have
No,
touched any
I
other
ain't.
MMOs.
Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime
What's wrong with
television
this,
that was
guys?
funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hyped.
That figures.
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Hey,
You ever meet a guy called Plantow?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's.
what a way to
Do
fucking...
you happen to know a guy named Khan?
That ain't nobody I know.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Why did I
Nope.
click? No, didn't mean to do that.
Do you
Sounds more
recognize
New
the guy
York,
in this
yeah.
photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No, I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. Nope, I don't.
Yeah, he sounds... I mean, there's no point in doing any of that with him.
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Okay. Hello,
Excuse me.
shady-looking
Yes?
guy.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking
He's
for a
supposed to be
clown.
Italian.
There are no clowns here except you.
It's a him. Hold on. Yeah.
Have you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No, that name means nothing to me.
Nothing.
Do you know a man by the name of
They
Khan?
really are
No, I
stereotyping.
don't.
It's very important I get
I'm
to
glad
see
there's
him,
nobody
and-
Irish
I
in this
told
game.
you. I don't know it.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw it.
Looking for a clown. Try looking in the mirror. Yeah. It's a me, wow, Luigi. Yeah. Yeah, there's no point doing any of the rest of that with that guy. Let's just go into the hotel.
Hi
Can you
there, ma'am.
play any Slipknot on that
Well,
one?
hello. What can I do for you?
Fuck is
I'm
that?
looking for a man.
You
That's a grace.
disappoint me, my dear. For one
Why did that
foolish
not make
moment, I
noise?
thought. But never mind. Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George.
did I-
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont.
It did knock, I just didn't
The
hear it.
common
Okay.
reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God.
Audio levels are
I
all
can
over the
trace
place.
my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate
Oh, I heard
you,
that.
George. Beneath that
It's all good.
impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood.
The
The blood may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear
Fucking awful, I'll show you
distracted,
right now.
George. Is there any way I can help you?
I was just waiting for you to shut the fuck up for 20 seconds. Jesus Christ. Hold on the toxic. Yeah, I saw you've ads. You have about 20 seconds left. We'll hold off, don't worry. I have it here. There it is there for you. Nice and spicy. Well, not spicy. That is the orange and apple. Yeah, I saw ads thing and I saw it drop there, so I'll get somewhere right. This is orange apple. See how it goes? Dang. I love these. These are honestly delicious. It's just every one of these sweets seems to be coated with a super sour flavoring that it doesn't taste of anything. It's just like a sour coating over it. And once you're past it, which is now that coating's gone, it's grand. But it's no longer, it's a little bit sour, but not major. It's fucking weird. But it's just like, you can't help but, like I was trying, I love sour. Like, I was a weird kid. I used to, on Pancake Tuesdays, after Pancake Tuesday being gone and you have the squeezy lemons, I used to drink the lemon juice from the squeezy lemons. Like, I legit love sour, but that is just still kind of fucking smacking you in the face. Alright, Miss Perfect. Bunch of people had already pre-bought the expansion before knowing that. Pretty much tanked the players' trust in the game. Launched in November 2003. Was level-less and had a bunch of innovative things to it. In April 2005, they released a combat upgrade with added levels, made combat system more rigid. In November, the same year, they released the NGN new game experience that made it a well-cloned. Right. Very clear correlation with world success and the change. What a weird kid you were. Yeah, no, I mean, did I make a non-weird adult? I don't know, but weird is a frame of mind. It's a point of view. What's normal on you? What's normal to me isn't normal to you. What's normal to you isn't necessarily normal to me. So, you know. I don't know what can be defined as pre-WoW and post-WoW weren't the same devs. Yeah, that, like, everything post-WoW success tried to be a WoW clone and went a bit nuts. And everything was like the WoW killer, the WoW killer. And then you'd play it and it'd be like, you've just literally carbon copied WoW, but put in sci-fi elements or put in JRPG elements, you know, just kind of like all these weird little things, and they all died a fucking death. And now, well, certainly for me, WoW's dead. I don't see myself going back to it. I think before my subscription's up, I'll have to log in and give some shit to people. So I don't think I'll go back. I'll wait and see. Don't blame the devs for that. It's all on the player base. Yes, absolutely. I love him. He isn't normal, he's interesting. Look, as I said, normal's a frame of mind. Like, it's both cultural and situational, environmental to a degree, I guess. So if you grew up doing weird shit, then that's your normal. And other people will look at you and go, the fuck is that? That's weird. But it's normal to you. That's the way I look at it. Not to get fucking philosophical or any bullshit about it. But
Did you know there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a
weird
gangster?
as
The
well.
Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily make them gangsters.
He just has a big meat stick.
I'm looking for a murderer.
Good heavens! You're a private detective.
That's correct, ma'am.
What's the term you
Normal
Americans
for us
use?
is asking for
It's on the tip of
it's-
my tongue.
I
bet
believe
you.
what you're thinking of is Dick.
Precisely.
See, this shit would have went over my head. What's the term? It's on the tip of my tongue. You wish there was some dick on the tip of your tongue, you dirty old bitch.
Have you come across a man who calls himself Khan?
I am familiar with only one
Welcome, that
person
lady, I know
named
her.
Khan.
Genghis Khan, the legendary Mongol barbarian chieftain?
No, darling. Kevin.
Kevin Khan? I never heard of him.
I'd be most surprised if you had, darling. He's a pharmacist in Hemel Hempstead. Organised these fundraising for the Rotarians. Lovely man.
Does he have a scar on his cheek?
I really wouldn't know, sweetie.
Are you
How
here
would you
in
not know
Paris
if you're
on
saying he's a
vacation?
lovely man?
No, darling, I'm on holiday. I needed to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
I'm sorry to
I like
hear
this
about your
bitch.
husband's death.
He's
You wouldn't be
hilarious.
if you knew him, my dear.
I don't know why I
It
called her
gave
a
me
bitch.
the
though.
opportunity to
That's
take a
weird.
well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. The wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my
HK, the
holiday
timing
short,
on that.
packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
Oh, what happened last night? You gotta dick him. Well, if you think of Star Wars, Galaxies would have released today its original form. Be a great success from a play perspective due to how you aren't actually locked to a class, change and respec freely. You're just getting the right sort of XP to fill the skill trees. Also, the craft materials are random stat wise and rerolled each week, so crafting complex is complex in a fun way. Player cities and housing was great. Character customization was actually a profession. Hey, Tanagarian. That just sounds like Final Fantasy perfect. The way they have it, because that's how Final Fantasy works. Well, 14, the MMO, obviously. It's like they're jobs, not classes. So the one character can be every class. They just need to train on the new jobs. It sounds very like that. How you getting on today, Tanagarian? How's your day going? Not 100% sure, but don't think it would be too well. Social players taking a huge dip, you feel? Yeah, social play has taken a big hit on certainly MMO was like there's still plenty out there, but clearly they're inspired. But yeah, Star Wars Galaxy, that exactly, they just ripped it off. A lot of main games as well. You think Final Fantasy 4? I don't know. It's been a while since I played Final Fantasy. My main thing on Final Fantasy was 7. Now I think I went 7 to 10. Don't think I played 11 or 12 or anything after that, really. I very, very briefly dabbled on the online, and I did enjoy it. But at the time, I was playing WoW still, and I was like, well, I can't do 2. So 11 is also not an MMO. Was that PC only or something? I don't remember. Went to check new event on WoW, quick and simple. How you like it? What new event is on WoW, Tanagari?
What happened to you last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Sturbart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't really miss.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner, those tight trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't
PC
to be.
servers only, yeah.
He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him, he's dead.
Well then.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
This is
Do you
Merlin?
recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest. He's the man I've been telling you about. That's the man who spurned me.
And more than that, he's the fucking killer.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie?
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman, a man of honor. Do you know?
How did you know?
I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something past hands.
Oh, it was
I couldn't see
Xbox
what
360
exactly.
PS3.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Alright, PC are the only ones left. That's the part they read and missed the rest. Bad Dragon-esque mob attacks. The new zone. Need to defeat some mobs for about 5 minutes and then it's done. Alright. Weird. Yeah, my day's not been too bad. I treat myself to a air conditioning unit, mobile thing, so the temperature in this room right now is way nicer than it would be without it. And I'm very happy about that. I'm not sitting here in a fucking sweatbox right now, so I'm happy. Current biggest game regret is missing out on Final Fantasy 14 Legacy. What was the difference in Legacy? Waste of resources? What's a waste of resources? That said, Star Wars Galaxy actually managed to hang on until 2011, so clearly it was profitable enough to not mothball before that. Yeah, don't know yet how many players it had. Oh, the AC thing, it's absolutely not, Tanagarian. Not for me. The thing is, this room gets the sun all day, every day. Even if it's shit weather, the sun beams in this room. And with the electronics I have and the fact that I'm in here, my work laptop and this. No, I get it though. I would normally, that's why I haven't got it up until now, because I have always of the opinion, why would you bother with AC when we get like 2 weeks of fucking hot weather, maybe 3 a year? Like, it's not needed, but it's always too warm in this room. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna get this to see, and it's made a huge difference already, so I'm glad I did. Legacy's in the OG. People hate Final Fantasy 14 OG. Completely reboot it. was terrible, but everyone who kept their sub gets a lifelong discount on the current sub. Right. That's what you want. You don't miss that. You're not sad you missed it. You're sad you missed out on the discount. Understandable. The thing with Northern Europe is that houses are made to retain heat. So we get heat waves, we suffer. Yeah, well, especially my house is wrapped in an insulation wrap to keep the heat in. Now it's supposed to, it's kind of these foam blocks, so it's supposed to be like, oh, it'll keep in the heat and it'll stop it being too cold, but also stop it getting too warm. But it really just keeps the place warm. So yeah, fuck that. Just do like the birds and move when it gets warm. Yeah, just fuck off to a colder country. I'm off to Antarctica. See you later. As a player, you get recognized at the start instead of being around them. All right. Yeah, it's a shame there's differences like that that you're not going to be able to enjoy. In Portugal, especially in rural zones, you don't have that fancy stuff. What? Proper building materials, Senegari? All this MMO talk. Is anyone else here addicted to RuneScape back then? I never played RuneScape.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes,
I don't click that.
darling,
I'll never click it.
positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase.
Probably the wrong channel to ask, because half the people here met each other on WoW. Yeah, well, it doesn't mean people didn't play RuneScape. RuneScape could have led to WoW. I know people did, but for me, I was always console games mostly, and then WoW got me into PC games. And then WoW put its hooks in hard for quite a long time. So I never got into
Has
RuneScape.
Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Don't need to show her any of that. Speak to this chap.
Excuse me, didn't I see your picture in the news?
Oh, he's the Nobel
You're that
Prize
Nobel
guy,
Prize
yeah.
winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls,
That
letters made up
accent.
of headlines cut from the
Top quality.
newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen enough of death to last me a lifetime.
You tell him.
I'm, sure you have.
RuneScape equals gateway drug for some. Did I get you? Perfect. Yeah, Tanagari never played it. Ironically, went from Star Wars Galaxy to WoW about a year or so after the launch. At the same time, the new game experience happened. Well, clearly it worked better for you. Almost got you addicted to WoW, but your graphics card at the time couldn't handle it. Yeah, I think I was lucky
Have
in
you
that
seen a clown?
mine never had
beg
issues
your
like that at the
pardon?
time.
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My
Seen a
pants
clown.
are from England, Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear, with much support.
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
But WoW can practically run on a toaster? Don't think back in the day it could. Well, it depends. More point and click and RTS and shooters back in the day. A good few years back, yes, that's certainly the case. 2008, yeah, it wouldn't have been. I was wondering how long it would take somebody to show Khan. Couldn't play WoW on vanilla because your PC was non-existent. Yeah, I didn't have. I think I got in BC, played it, didn't like it. I just had a laptop, didn't really like it, didn't see the fuss. Stopped playing it at like level 20-ish or something, 15, 20. And then went back in Wrath, start the Wrath, and then went from Wrath right the way through. And it's only this year I've actually kind of gone, yeah, I'm just done with it now. Friend was playing and you went over to his house to watch him play. It was a friend of mine started playing it and I started playing it with her and then we just got into it. Funnily enough, it was an ex-girlfriend who introduced me to the game and then introduced that friend to the game and then very quickly she quit playing it and the two of us got addicted. So we just kept playing it. Wow, Swathor, Rift, Terra, Secret World. Secret World was so much fun. I really enjoyed that game. I never went back to it though. I meant to. Myself and Caustic were playing that years ago. Guild Wars 2, Arc Age. I tried a bit of Arc Age. Black Desert Online, New World, Final Fantasy 14, I think the all MMOs. New World was great at the start and then they just fucked it up by endgame having nothing. That was a problem with it. You can for sure say the toaster thing is true. It was so many years back was working in a small family computer. Working in the small family company, managed to install and run WoW on a computer with a dedicated graphics card. Wow. Well, literally well. That's pretty fucking good. I haven't did yet. Sorry, just had to check on something there. Briefly. It's done. Party wants to try Swathor, but not the same as KOTOR 3. I'll give it a shot anyway, why not? Except after the end of Kata and mid-mop when you quit, yeah. I can understand it. Little breaks don't really count. What Tanagarian had as well. Great single player experience with a lot of other running around. For Swathor, yeah, that's kind of how I experienced it when I played it. I played it very, very briefly though. Then you usually like most Star Wars stuff, alright. It's not though, Swathor does have some charm, but it's not very MMO despite being MMO. Yeah, it's I always felt like unless you're going to do the raid stuff, there wasn't really a lot there. I know you didn't quit. The PC died and you, right, then 3 months passed until you got a new one. Yeah, so you took a break, like I said, you didn't quit, you just took a break. I didn't play the Knights of the Old Republic HK. I played Swathor very, very briefly, and by played I mean I probably racked up a total of like 5 to 10 hours maybe. That's it. I didn't play a lot of it. I meant to go back and check it, but I never did.
He is an enemy of my
this
people.
game.
You know he's a killer.
Of course, amongst other things.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Well, he knows.
Thanks for your help.
He knows all about it. To be fair, this MMO conversation is very... Yeah, that's it. I'm like... I could keep playing, or, you know, I can just keep this conversation up. I'm enjoying that. Let's go talk to this guy. I can't just grab
I want
the
some
key.
information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
Yeah, that's it. Do both do your stream. Yeah, I know I can play and talk shit. I'm fully aware, but I'm kind of half not really focusing on the game at the moment because I'm enjoying the conversation. Somewhat interested in Knights of the Old Republic remake. Start the originals a couple of times, but just don't like the old ass graphics on it. Yeah, I've never really played a lot of the Star Wars games. I have your permission. Thanks, Tanagarian. I appreciate it.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so.
Are you sure?
Do you know a man named Plantow?
No, monsieur.
Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
I mean...
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I'd noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar. I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur.
Whoops.
I must have
Operation
some form
scar.
of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification. Rats.
We don't have the card anymore, do we? We have more faith in the remake after they dropped a spear or whatever the devs were. Don't mind the old graphics at all, but as you can see, old graphics being a torn up. Yeah, graphically, I mean, graphics aren't a big thing. Obviously, look at this game. I fucking love this game, and graphically, it looks like shit, really. They put these extra little boxes in for conversations, but the story and the playability just has to be there. You always call yourself graphically spoiled. If you don't like the looks, you struggle playing it. That's a shame. Also for art style, is mostly graphics. Yeah, you couldn't play this game. Really, Snowy? This game is so much fun, though. It's fucking great. How could you not play it? Drop them. Making sure my lurks in the places. This is the remastered version, yeah. This is it. So this is why this is the remastered stuff. We're getting these nice little boxes, and they've done some weird shit with dialogue as well. What came out yesterday, a bit. But, you know, strange you enjoy watching someone play though. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying that at least.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
Isn't it? It's Khan.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
I told you, I cannot tell you that.
Do we... That's not again. Needs more assault. Yeah. Oh shit, we got a lead. Let's show him the clown
Do you
nose.
recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
No, that.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey,
Yes.
no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is. Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur.
Damn it.
I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks.
There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
22.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna
What?
happen, but I had to
You
try
are
it.
trying to steal that key, no?
No.
No.
Way.
So we gotta distract them. Let's go up the stairs, see if we can find room 22. It's gonna be this one here, I'm imagining.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22.
That's the right one.
The door
Locked.
was locked.
Do we have any? No, we can't use any of that. So then we have to. There's nothing else here. Oh, come on.
The door was locked.
Right, so we can't get in there either. So we're back down. Actually, one would help us maybe. Same with all the pixel art games coming out, like Octopath, etc. Would love to play, but the graphics just turn you off. That's mad. That kind of surprises me. So I thought you'd be all about it for gameplay. Yeah, I don't care, but graphically,
Hi,
there's a difference between
Hello,
like
George. What can I do for you now?
it shows an art style and just poorly done. Like this, to me, it's a sign of the times, but it was also an art style. So dramatic. The room was locked. Yeah, I know. This is dated, but it was also a specific art style, and the story's there and the puzzles are there, so I don't care about graphically.
Did I show you this photo?
Yes.
What am I missing here? Talk to him, we can talk to her. We can go upstairs. We need to do something to distract this fucker. Can't take that, we can't take that. What do we have? Maybe go over and talk to him and see if he'll do something extra.
Hello again. What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
My country.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the
Jesus.
mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like
Cultural
heaven.
cleansing. It's a bit, fucking crazy, huh? Right.
Thanks for your
I
help.
guess we're gonna have to
Goodbye.
leave. There's nothing else we can do. Maybe go see Nico. Tell her what we learned.
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check. Nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
What do you mean search for?
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You
Really?
want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
The fuck?
Hey, Shorty. I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's
Yes.
Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's.
Don't know, I guess you missed out on
Sounded
a good
impressive
bunch
to
of it.
me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm.
Nah, he wouldn't give a
Still,
fuck.
I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your
Bunch of
tone.
games.
Oh, yeah? And what are you gonna do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
Oh, I love that shit. Don't know how that got mistyped. It's all good. All the flags you thought was an embassy. Yeah, it has that vibe, right? This doesn't scream hotel. This screams embassy of some kind. Let's go around the back. This is more like it. What can we find? Nothing. So we're around the back for purposes later on in the game then. Hey Alpha. How are you doing? It's parts even the slums are fancy. I don't know about that. Can't go that way, can't go that way. How the fuck do we... How do we leave? I literally can't leave. Nowhere on the screen does it give me the option to leave. I can go in here, I can talk to him, I can talk to him. Maybe if I go closer this way? That's not the way I came from. Oh, what the fuck? What are you looking at? You are looking at Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars, Director's Cut, also known as Broken Sword 1. It's an older point-and-click game. Puzzle adventure type thing. What the fuck is going on? Okay, well then maybe I have to go back into the hotel. Talk to her again.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George.
That gangster I told you about? He went through my pockets just now.
Good heavens! One never knows what to expect in foreign parts. Thank you for the warning, young man.
Oh, you're welcome.
I shall hide my credit cards in my underwear.
She's great. Field time, be right back. No worries, dude. Enjoy your food. You lost the bet and got yourself to play an old game for people with 400 IQ. No. I have very, very fond memories of this game, and it's part of a game club. So another streamer, Devious George, has set up a game club he calls Shooting the Shit Game Club, and this was the pick for this month. Which was, I suggested it, I really wanted to replay these games. But, it's also Broken Sword 6, I think, is coming out this year.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
But yous, fuck off, lads. Half our lines, the voice
Nothing,
actor sounds
Guido.
about to start bursting
Okay.
laughing. Yeah,
Let him go.
she does. We played a lot of these kind of games back in the days. You've never been any of them. No, I really like these kind of games. I just don't play them often. I haven't played it, and I can't understand what the fuck am I supposed to do here? I can't get out. I can't leave. I can't do anything. Is this a fucking glitch or something? There's nothing to click here. I know I need the key, but the clerk won't let me have it. Yes. Let's see you. Make sure you've gone upstairs and examined the relevant door. Ah, right, so after going and seeing the boat locked, I needed to talk to them to say, hey, I've missing my key or some shit.
What now, monsieur?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
No, not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Absolutely. Too fucking right. Don't go challenging these lads.
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur. Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either. About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests
Then I'll
checked
take
out
it.
this morning.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
Jesus Christ. It's worse point and clicks to lose a bet to play. Those 81s from Sierra were very... Yeah, just I've played a few really weird point and clicks because I went through a point and click phase because of this game, basically. And some of them are just dog shit. Sierra and LucasArts, the masters. Remember there was like a million kinds of games called Pilot Brothers. Like, haunting your childhood. Pilot Brothers. I've never heard of that. Interesting. Name them. name which one. I couldn't name any of them. I know we went through a lot of point and clicks. I couldn't remember names of any of them. But that could have also been.
I believe Khan,
Alpha.
the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin, the man who has taken room 22.
What of it? What do you want?
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials, I
Go
cannot
get fake
help.
credentials. Ledger suit, Larry's Space Quest.
I
Ledger suit,
insist
Larry.
you give me the key to Merlin's room.
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society, but to your guests
Your
as
guests,
well. He has
absolutely.
toyed with the affections of Lady Piermont.
Ciel! Are there no depths to which he will
Aha.
not sink?
You found it.
Precisely.
We can have it now.
He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as 3 times. With your help, I just might be able to stop him.
But what if he finds out I have helped you? No, I cannot do it.
God damn it. Now will she give me some fucking help this time, maybe? This dialogue. Oh, the
Hi,
dialogue is fantastic in
Hello,
this.
George. What can I do for
Some
you
of it
now?
is hammy as fuck. Some of it is dated, but in a good way.
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh no, it's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Scout's honor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do
definitely
you want to get
do
into
some
that
licking
room?
into shape for some people.
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse? I
That's the
shouldn't
spirit.
think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
I like how she's basically going, guy's clearly gay, so I'm not going to be able to seduce him, but, you know, I'll be a prick though.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good.
They're making
I wish
reforces
to
this game.
deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
Oh, really?
I understand.
Oh, yeah,
Are you
shit, that
quite
was with the
certain?
announcements.
Oh,
Bien
they're-
sûr, madame.
They're doing a complete, like, rehash of it. Walk.
oh,
Let's get that. Thank you. Cheers, love.
The door was locked.
I keep forgetting if I don't do that. it's not
Maybe it
gonna use
wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
Well, let's get in. Anything in there? No.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Lingering smell. She's one of your favorite characters. Yeah, she's brilliant. She's fucking batshit, and I like it. There's nothing else really other than come up here. That's not cool. This goofy
The cabinet
dialogues
was
have
empty,
to stay.
but it smelled of onions. No
They'd
kidding,
still-
it really did.
They'd still have the original of this. You'd still be able to get that. I don't know if they'd keep the goofy dialogue for a remake. I would hope they would. I really hope they would, but I guess time will tell. Use the items as a motto in this game, yeah. Hey, Chelsea, thank you for the luck, my dear. I hope you're enjoying your playthrough. I saw you were playing some Starfields earlier. Hopefully you're enjoying that. I'd be interested to get your perspective on it. Feel free to say now if you want to say something. I won't move anywhere, I won't do anything. Hide the screen, hide the screen. We're not doing anything. Heck yeah, enjoying it so far. Oh, well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. I went out and bought myself an air conditioning unit so I don't have to deal with this heat wave too badly. So I'm happy in that sense right now because I'm not sweltering. So that's a plus. Now it is with remakes of the game. They censor a lot of stuff and try to... Yeah. Oh, they absolutely will get rid of half of this dialogue, Alpha. I know they will. Because it's dated and it's tongue-in-cheek in a lot of points and there's lots of little fucking double entendres and pokes and prods at different things, I'd say they'll get rid of a few of them. Shit, but you had fun with it. Good. Kind of reminds you of Outer Worlds a bit. Alright, I've never played Outer Worlds. Highly recommend Lucius for October Game Club. I've never dated, you say retro. They won't, and it's not dated. Well, I hope they don't. I'm really enjoying it, Chelsea. I'm really enjoying it. I'm forgetting a lot of the details, but new characters will come out. Characters will come in and be like, oh shit, I remember this person. So it's kind of refreshing. It's really nice. Super excited to get playing. Oh yeah, I'm going to try out Starfield as well, I think, for sure. Lucius, Faye, I remember I started playing it years ago, and I really enjoyed it, but then I can't remember why. I'd say it's probably WoW again, where I just stopped playing it and never went back to it. So that was one of the reasons I recommended it for the list as well, was like, I really remember playing this, and the whole vibe of it being basically you are the spawn of Satan kind of thing almost. Or something along those lines. It was just like, this is a vibe for fucking Halloween. Like, part of the magic of this game, but the characters and that is absolutely the magic of the game, Thanagarian. I absolutely think so. Outer Worlds is like a mini Fallout. Alright. I've seen a lot of people play it, but I've never played it myself. That's the thing. You loved Outer Worlds, can't wait to play it again. Never completed it. Surprised because you're not super into space-themed games. See, I am into space-themed games, so I'm kind of surprised that I never went to there. There's tons to get there. There's nothing offensive or anything. Everything's in good fun, so... Yeah, that's the thing. That's like... Dated is the wrong word to use, I think. I think Thanagarian's right. It's not that it's dated, it's just that there's a lot of kind of tongue-in-cheek comments and a lot of poking fun here and there in a bits piece. It is just funny, so I'm hoping they won't, but you know how a lot of games are going right now where they're overly cautious about stuff because something might potentially offend somebody, so they won't use certain things, or people might complain about the accents, or, you know, there's loads of things. It depends on the studio and their way of looking at it. I don't think there's anything wrong with this game. I don't think there's anything offensive in this game. I'd be fucking absolutely shocked if anybody could get offended by anything in this game. But people can get offended by fucking everything, so you never know. You know, it's just one of them things. Yeah, you just fuck up everyone's lives and Lucius. Yeah, I must go back to... Regardless, I think I'll go back to play it anyway, even if it doesn't become... Oh, excuse me. I know there's a lot of suggestions already in the game club for other games, so I don't expect to see Lucius be picked. But I definitely think kind of part of me putting it on there is to remind me, hey, play this game again. It's fucking good and it's fun and you'll enjoy it. I think that second gate puzzle was pretty offensive. Fuck you, HK. People just want to be offended these days. I mean, some people, I'd say, choose to take things that way. Like, one of the sayings I always quite like is like, offense is taken, it's not given. It's all about how you perceive what is being said. Like, I could say something you could say is highly offensive, but context matters. I'm not going to get into all of that anyway, but it's more like people are more sensitive these days. Yeah, people are definitely more sensitive these days. That's a good thing. Yes and no. People are more considerate of other people and their situations rather than just blurting out shit and trying to be offensive. So yeah, in that sense, I do agree. But I think, it varies. Again, I'm not getting into all that shit. Being sensitive is never a bad thing. being considerate is never a bad thing. Being sensitive is certainly can be, I would think, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But you should always be considerate of other people. Different things, yeah, I know. Depends on what we're talking about. That's another part of it, like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you get what I'm saying, Thanagar. Different approach, but similar mindset, I'd say, on that. You're excited to see what people are going to vote for, what gets picked for October. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing. I need to go through and add a few extra games to the list as well. Let's see what. You're feeling Alan Wake will win, but we'll see. Could be most of the games. Why do you hope not Alan Wake, Chelsea? Right, twice just couldn't get into it. Well, maybe this could be the third time's the charm. I mean, you see on TV, maybe put a warning to say actions and attitudes are based on the times and may be offensive. So at least people know. Yeah, exactly. Context is the thing I always push about things like that. It depends on the context. Some people are just pricks. That there's no denying it. Some people do say shit to intentionally bother others and try and be offensive and try get a rise out of it. And some people are just, yeah, they're just horrible fucking people. And they should all fuck off. Yeah, hello me. Yeah, I'll fuck off, right? But hey, if it gets picked, you'll give it a go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no... Hey, look, if we can all play well through, learn, and give it a good old try. We all fail at completing it, mostly, I think, but we all tried. You know, at least we tried. You think that's the way to go? Like old Tom and Jerry cartoons, they have a warning that I like that on DVDs, but it kept mostly uncensored. Yeah, it's that's kind of an ideal thing of the sign of the times. And people take things differently. It is what it is. Don't mention that game to you. Yeah, that was yeah, that was an interesting one. But hey, look, we're on this game now, and we're on this game when they've announced the 6th game. So, you know, it's all good. The other thing happened. I actually, you know what? I like that we all played games that most of us don't like. Because we all tried, we all played it, we all gave it a shot. That's kind of the point of this. To me, anyway, it's kind of the point of the game club. It's just to play games that you might not play ordinarily. To give it a shot, branch out a little, and then go, right, I tried it. Yeah, it is shit like I thought it'd be. Or, yeah, I really don't like it, but I'll try it again. Yeah, no, I really didn't like that. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Pretty much everyone loves this. It's like, yeah, I've not heard anybody say bad thing about it, but I don't know how many people are actively playing it at the moment. But yeah, I mean, I knew I was going to enjoy it anyway. That's why I love these games. I haven't played, I think I played the first 2. I own the first 4. I don't think I've played 3 and 4, but I bought them and I just never got around to them. Alright, your girlfriend really wants to watch Pokemon with you, she'll just look. No worries, Alpha. Thank you for the look. Enjoy watching Pokemon. Catch you later, dude. Again, thanks for hanging. Always a chance of finding a gem. Exactly, Snow. How would you rework Legend Suit Larry with correct things? I've never played any Legend Suit Larry, so I wouldn't know how to do that. I don't even know what's contained within. I just know there was a lot of sexually explicit stuff, I think. Well, I don't know, obviously, I think. But maybe I'm thinking of a different game. You really enjoy Legend Suit Larry's series games? Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a different game than everyone will love it. Starts with an F and ends with an I. I don't know, Snowy. What possibly could you be talking about? Oh, adult themed comedy series, yeah. Fuck it. Ends with a V. Final Fantasy, yeah. What if you spell it wrong? It's Final Fantasy. I was gonna say something like that, Chelsea. I was like, don't be. I won't say it. Snowy always suggests Final Fantasy, so it's never like something different. So, you know, it's a great idea. You know what you should play? Final Fantasy. Like, yeah, I get it. One of these days, I will get around to actually installing and playing Final Fantasy and playing a bit with Snowy. But it's gonna happen. It has to happen. Talking a lot, right? I'm not playing a lot, so let's play with you on Hot. Oh, it was Hot's play. Oh yeah, of course. You were playing with Hot for a little while. Itching to play Final Fantasy VII. You know what I never did actually? You reminded me now. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I started playing the first part of that, and I never went back to it. I really need to get back into that remake. I think the fact that it was in like, oh, here's parts now. I was like, fuck off. Gonna charge me for a quarter of a game, like. Get around to it one day, yeah. You can get the original on Steam for fuck all, basically, I think. Yeah, I mean, the remake. Final Fantasy VII for me, I absolutely love that game. It's such a good game. That before or after the bats. That's never going to happen. I don't own a bat. Let's launch it. You want to play the OG? It was a game you used to watch your brother play, so it's a nice nostalgia attached. That's 16's also good. So it ends with an I, still works. Right. There you go. That's where you mixed up Y and V. Oh, right. Sorry, now I see what you mean. Yeah, my memories of Final Fantasy, Chelsea, were playing it on Final Fantasy VII specifically, playing it on the original PlayStation with my brothers, and we all used to rush home from school to try and see who could get there first, and we'd get on and play it, and then we'd a rule, I think it was like 1 or 2 deaths, and it's your turn, and we all had our own memory cards where we had our individual saves on, so we could get through and play the game, so we take turns and do that. It was great fun. I loved it. Good evening, Caustic. I see you sent me a message earlier, which I hadn't read yet, as I was doing this, but I will respond to you in a timely manner. It's aged fairly well. Ports and PC console has options to speed up the game during combat. Yeah, I mean, even the blocky graphics, it's still nostalgia. It's still good. I like it still. The remastered obviously looks incredible, but the playability is still in the original as well. 8 was your first, which is one of the most divisive Final Fantasies out there. Oh, yeah. Sorry you missed the stream yesterday, got on the big telly. Don't be sorry you missed it, it's all good. He's not being ignored by me, Faye. I'm streaming, he gets it. I don't look at my phone when I'm streaming. Occasionally, if it buzzes, I'll look to see if it's something urgent that needs to be checked, and if it doesn't, I just put it back down. I'm like, okay, there's nothing urgent, so I'm not gonna respond yet. Big dude, I'm only like pacing for dude's sexy time pics. Look, I told you when I get there, we'll just do it. Remember doing that with Zelda too? Oh, nice. Well, now. How dare you say that to me, Thanagarian? I'm not being me. I'm just, you know. Oh, delay because of the well now.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
That was massively played. Holy
boy.
Shit. We're on the
Damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy. Damn.
I might spit on you a little, Caustic. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Very much thought you might have been too young to understand everything back then. Oh, for Final Fantasy 8. HK didn't like it. Chelsea's paying a little bit too much attention. Hold on, we gotta put the game back on since Chelsea stopped playing with it. Justin's got a hell of a night plan. He'll basically try and be Irish mammy, which is what he's turned into. Which is he just tries to shove food down your throat. Like, oh, here, I just cooked this. Oh, yeah, great, cheers. Oh, I have an extra steak. Do you want that? No, no. Oh, well, I also have extra of this. Do you want that? No, I'm good, thanks. Do you want some more of this? Like, Jesus Christ, fuck off. No, I don't. That's classic. He's a feeder. When you get to his house, he always tries to give you... He'll give you a delicious meal. He's a great cook. And when he cooks something for you, it's delicious. But God Christ, he'll just keep trying to give you food. It's just like, do you want more? There's more in there. Nah, I'm good. Like, literally haven't even taken a bite. What's up? But there's more there. Do you want more? Like, dude, there's a full fucking plate in front of me. Let me eat some first. You know, it's one of those. Or you'll finish and go, oh man, I'm stuffed. There's more in there. Like, could you fuck off? Like, is there steak sandwich? Snowy, the steak sandwiches are gone to shit. Be happy that the last few times you've not been present for steak sandwiches. They are no longer a thing to envy. We do not. Like, I didn't get a steak sandwich the last time we were in Bar Square. I got a burger. And by all accounts, Bar Square is not the place anymore, so we probably won't be going there much. Unfortunately. One of your favourite things among many about visiting Ireland is how much people feed you. Yeah, I mean, it's just... Yeah, have this food. Here's a container of food. Take with you. We have lots of tasty food. We want to give you lots of tasty food. I mean, I can't say shit. I have friends hanging around. Like, I'll cook meals. When I'm in Caustics as well, I'll be like, great, you cooked dinner yesterday, I'm going to cook today. But I know where he stands with portion sizes and all that, so I don't try and push him for food, but others I will. Or like, Kale can't eat my version of gumbo because I use bell peppers, so I'll be like, okay, well, I can't do that, so how about I'll just make you a pizza, or I'll make you this, or I'll make you that. There could be multiple different dishes. What's Ireland's main dish? Probably some kind of stew, like beef stew, or it depends on where you are. So like, one of the most traditional dishes in Dublin, it's more of a Dublin thing, is a coddle. So you'd use like sausages, bacon, potatoes, lots of stuff all in one. It's kind of one pot deals. There's lots of stews and stuff like that for that. Because like it would have come from when there wasn't exactly a lot of food to go around, so everything will go into one big pot and make it all last a bit longer. I mean, one thing I think everybody should try if they haven't as well is boxty. It's not very popular in Dublin. It's more popular in the West, but it's fucking delicious. It's basically like potato bread almost, like a potato pancake kind of, but it's fucking lovely. I like to get pan boxty and basically literally stick it on the pan to heat it up, and then I'd put like some ham and chicken and a bit of cheese on it, and it'd be nice and crispy underneath and eat that. Oh, delicious. I might get some boxty tomorrow. I don't know. It depends, yeah, it depends where you are, but there's obviously lots of potato-based dishes, but kind of a lot of the traditional stuff are stew-related kind of things, just because of how things were, you know. Or like, yeah, so... What else do you have? Soda bread is another big one. Normally you'll get that as a side, a big chunk of soda bread with stew. Or cabbage, ham, like, yeah, ham and cabbage. Bacon and cabbage kind of thing is a big thing, but that's again more country related. Kitty pan. I probably said that completely wrong, but that's fine. You have no food self-control. So it's bad, but really good for you. Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to be fed. And it's funny because, like, even Caustic from living here, it's something I've noticed when I go away, and I think we're very lucky in that, like, the quality of our beef and our chicken and stuff here is really good. So I find it sometimes when I'm going elsewhere that I don't enjoy it as much, or when I come home, I'm certainly like, oh, I really enjoy fucking a bit of steak or a bit of chicken or a bit of whatever. It's great. Essentially, finely cubed taters, beef, and onion. It's fried in a pan, served with fried egg, pickled red beets, and cucumber. That sounds fantastic, perfect. Never have a beef roast as good as your nana's. Ah, yeah. The only thing, though, like, my ex used to say, she was a chef, that, like, she wasn't from Ireland, but she always, like, was shocked by the quality of the beef that we have. She's like, you have some of the best beef in the world, and then you boil the fuck out of it in, like, roasts or in this or in that. I'm like, yeah, I get that. Some people do, but not everybody. But, like, there's a lot of, like, old Irish mammy recipes which will be, oh yeah, take that lovely big chunk of fucking beef, just fuck it in a pot for 10 hours, you know, boil the fuck out of it and do it with all this. There's reasoning behind it. Again, it's making everything fucking stretch more and shit like that. But yeah, that's what it is. But that's, you'll have lots of memories around food here as well. Not necessarily like, but like, mainly like, things remind you of a kid. Irish will give out food by the bucket. What about booze sharing or no? Fuck off, my. Oh no, I'd happily share my booze with people. Thank you for the look, kind of guy. I mean, I'm the fucker who'll be like, here, taste this, here, try that. No, it just depends. Depends who you're drinking with, depends what's going on. But certainly amongst me and my friends, I'd always, like, if I buy, especially with craft beer, when I get it, like, usually when I go to Mayo to the Caustic and Kill, I'll bring a rake load of craft beer with me. And it'll be like, here, try this, see what you think of that. Oh yeah, there you go. I bought booze specifically to bring for that as well, and then I had my mead. You would not have tried that stuff on your own. Well, that's also the fun of it. Especially for stuff like, for me, I make my own mead because it's just fun to do. And I have a ton of bottles. I could never drink it all myself. Part of the fun is being able to share with people. And like, when I went to Wexford a couple of months ago, and I brought 3 bottles with me, or 3.5 bottles with me maybe, because I was doing a weekend thing there. One was a gift to a friend of mine. Yeah, no worries, Tanagarian, all good. Thank you, dude. Much appreciated. One was the gift to one of the friends, and the other was for people to drink on the weekend. And also part of it was I hadn't tasted it in a while, so the flavour changed a bit. And sure, when I opened it and was giving it to people, everybody was loving it. And by the end of night 1, 2.5 of the bottles were gone. So I ended up having to say to my mate, it's like, yeah, that bottle I brought for you is probably going to go tomorrow, but I'll give you another bottle, don't worry. It's just one of them things. Shall we go back to playing some of this game? Been waffling so much. I mean, it's what I do, right? Busted to pick a food section and, oh, nice. You came in and derailed. No, not at all. You came in and I asked questions and wanted to talk about stuff to you, Chelsea. I do like when you're here, and obviously you're playing this game as well, so you're trying to avoid spoilers. So I'm quite happy to pause this and get a bit of chat going. I mean, if I wanted to just play the game, I could do that and not stream. You know, the whole point is do both. Chat with people, have a laugh. Oh, I just realised I need to be placing myself in. There we go. It's Wednesday. Some shooting the shit going on. But I am not there. How dare I have to look, but I need to be there. Yeah, exactly. So, such a derailer. Days never work at trains. Well, Snowy, have you heard what Chelsea does for a living? Funny enough, it's not with trains. See her, I can't promise. She's gonna be a conductor now. And the intention will be to just flick those switches all the time. Just pulling on those levers. I wonder what'll happen today. Let's see what goes on. Fuck, that'll be crazy. How did I go? Weird. How did I go up a follower since I started the stream, but nothing came up? Maybe my count is just up in the bollocks. Or somebody reactivated a deactivated account, who knows? Why not? Why not, Snowy? Why not? Right. I'm gonna get back to playing a little bit of this. Also think you'd like, don't know if it's prevalent in other countries, but it's called sailor's beef in Sweden. Basically, again, potato, beef and onion slices, browned off. Thank you for the love, Chelsea. Browned off and layered, deep dish pan covered with spice and topped with beef. Topped up with beer, cooked in the oven. I mean, that just sounds divine to me. Perfect. Just to play some Starfield tonight. Never happened. Shocking. Too much enjoyment of talking shit in here. That's all it is. I mean, how long was that pause? That's probably one of the longest pauses I think I've ever had. That was like half an hour of just chatting away instead of playing this, which I'm quite happy to do. Yeah, for half an hour, that's fine by me. I like it. Shall we investigate and see what we can find in here, though? Like, there's no hurry in this game. Again, the whole point of fucking streaming is to be social.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
Well, go to bed. Aha.
It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Oh my god, I read the start of your sentence and the second half of Perfect's. My brain is fried today. Fucking hell. Cooking stuff with beer equals 10. Yes. I actually have a really nice beer. Well, I say really nice beer. I don't know if it's nice. I have a beer Kill gave me when I met him in Caustic on Saturday. That was using some of the stuff made, or some of the hops grown in NSCO, so I must have that. Might have it later. And then he brought out the UV, like, yes. Now that comment made way more sense. The only thing you're gonna find is, no, I can't even finish that fucking sentence. There was something murdered on the bed last night. It was not a person. Why are you just opening and not looking?
The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Okay, so there's nothing in the closet. Are you in the closet? What about the bedside table? I didn't click here, so you better not go out.
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Okay, so we're getting nothing out of this room, is what you're telling me. Come on, George. Sort your shit out.
It was Khan. I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
Hiding in the closet. Uh-oh.
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead. But he grabbed his pants quickly and didn't even see me.
Well.
I didn't usually spy on men getting changed. But this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed.
Well, now. Apt. Snowy, apt. Let's have a look at his checkered pants. They're a bit fucked, aren't they?
I flipped the pants over. I had that kind of feeling you only get from searching still warm pants. I found an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket, a strong thread came with it. A thread with a metal tag on the end. The pocket was empty. I found nothing.
Flip them back over.
I turned the pants over again. There was nothing in the pocket. The pocket was empty.
Okay, so what's the...
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words, Club Alamut. The matchbook bore a...
Yeah, Club Alamut. Okay, so we have a location. Let's get the fuck out. We don't have a Dutch couple to worry about. Let's get out. Downstairs. Talk to Horn and maybe talk to man and see what he has to say.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
You think?
This is the key to room 21.
That's next to the room taken by that rotten Merlin, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, and it's vacant.
Really? How convenient.
Maybe it was my imagination, but I had an uncomfortable feeling about this situation. Yeah.
She wants you to take her and show her that room and have a good time, George. Hello.
What now, monsieur?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Do we give him back the key? Yeah.
Do you recognize this key?
That is the property of the Hotel Ubu.
Correct.
May I ask how it found its way from the little hook to your pocket?
Would you believe it was put there by a poltergeist?
Yep, that's
No,
exactly
monsieur.
what happened. Poltergeist
The
did it.
hotel is regularly serviced by an exorcist. If we had a ghost, Father Fécond would have flushed it out.
What here?
I suppose you want the key back.
The proper key
Not
of Hotel Ubu.
spécialement. The room is vacant. Since you are so determined to
Proper
conduct
key
your little
of Hotel
investigation,
Ubu.
I
Oh
won't
my
stop
God.
you.
Welcome back, Danagarian. Hey, Nippy. How are you getting on? Why am I clicking here? And I click here and here. Okay, I'm just checking. Make sure my lurks are in the right places. How's your day been, Effie? Hello, Urana. How are you getting on with it? Right, I think now I leave. These lads are going to search me again.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flap.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
These motherfuckers are just itching for... Right, don't tell me I can't leave again. I'm supposed to know. Oh, I do know. Yeah, sorry. Forced to have it, Your Honor. You know yourself. I'm being a fucking dumbass. You're back, no worries, Smither. The puppy hurt your feelings by destroying her brand new dino toy, but you're okay. Oh. That's the video you put in the Discord. I saw that earlier. That toy did not last very long. Like, fucking hell. Right, so we have nothing to do with here. So then we have to go back in again? I thought we'd be finished there for sure. talk to this guy maybe, see if he
Hey,
knows anything.
Short. Does this matchbook mean?
It is just a matchbook.
Should I recognize this? Okay. Nah, fuck that. I can't leave the hotel. Search the pants, but I'm missing something. Alright, so there's something with the matchbook that I'm
The
missing.
matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color.
Okay, I guess I gotta go back up. It did say something about the thread. Can I just go straight in? Oh, I can just go straight in. Right.
The pocket was empty.
Flip them over.
The pocket was empty.
Ah, this is what I missed. That thread
I
there.
pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord. I turned the pants over again. There was nothing in the... The pocket was empty. There was nothing. I turned
Search
the
the pockets again.
The pocket was... I found nothing in the pocket. I turned the pants over again.
Well, I don't have the ripcord.
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color in the
Pocket was
words
empty. There was nothing in the
Club
pants. Exactly. Yeah.
Alamut.
Pocket was empty. There was nothing in the... But it's like I just pulled the cord and it came out.
The assassin...
Right, let's go back to the pants. I'm missing something here. This looks new. You pickpocketing here. I'm not pickpocketing. I'm... Oh, I don't... Can I actually? Gave me an icon there or something. No.
There was no bulge in the pocket. I wondered if the guy was colorblind. I turned the pants over again.
Turn the pants over again.
A thread was hanging loose near the pocket. The pocket was empty.
The thread was hanging loose near the pocket, but the pocket was
I
empty.
tried not to think that the assassin's butt had just been in here.
Yeah, this is day 2 of our playthrough of Broken Sword, which is a point and click adventure. Come on, press the pocket again. Like there, okay.
The pocket was empty.
Pocket was empty. Fuck, I thought it might have been full this
I
time.
found nothing in the pocket.
There was nothing in the pocket. God damn it. Yeah, it came out in 96, was remastered in 2009, I think. Or the director's cut, which is the version we're playing now. But yeah, I had very fond memories of playing this when I was younger. Or watching my brothers play it. And I'm very happy playing it again. It's part of the game club. So for anybody who doesn't know what it is, we have, Geordie has a game club called the Shooting the Shit Game Club. Because on Wednesday night streams, Geordie likes to shoot the shit. So you just talk about shit happening in games. Kind of similar to what we were doing for the last 40 minutes or whatever. But he'll have topics specifically. They'll talk about what's happening in the game industry. So one of the things that came from it was basically like a book club for games. So the game club is everybody suggests all these games. We vote in a game, and then for that month, that's that month's game. So this is the second month, and this is the game of the month. So we'll all play it, then I'll review it based on certain criteria, post our reviews on this Discord, and then during his Wednesday stream at the end of the month, he will discuss it and read the reviews, and everybody will talk about the game and what they liked and what they didn't, and so on. Which is a lot of fun. I just missed them because I stream Wednesdays as well. And if anybody doesn't know who Geordie is, let's fix that. This is true.
You know,
with
TOS,
the wonderful
don't
love
be an
again.
asshole, sort of shit. Feel free to share.
Short and sweet. That's Chelsea and Geordie. And yeah, so if you have any interest in the game club, you can go over to his channel. He is actually live right now. You can join his Discord, and it's open to all for the game club. You come in and take part. And usually one of the things is most of the games have to be accessible. So like usually kind of under a tenner. You're not going to go, oh, let's play Starfield for 60 fucking quid. So it'll either be like under a tenner or within a reasonable price range, or it's on Game Pass, or it's free on Epic at some stage, or one of those kind of things. They're a lot of the games that'll be aimed. So, like, for example, this game right now on certain sites is like €1. I think on Steam it's like €5. So it's not crazy priced or anything like that. And what I want to see here is like this thread that I'm missing.
I found nothing in the pocket.
You found nothing. Is the pocket empty?
I couldn't do that. The pocket was empty.
Oh, the pocket was empty. I just have to make sure. You cannot find it on Steam. Yeah, it's on Steam. It is. If you look for Broken Sword 1, or Broken Sword: The Shadow of the Templars. Let me just go to the Steam store. Oh, link it to you now. Because the original version is no longer available on Steam. So it's only this version. Share. Copy and... Oh, there. That is the link to it on Steam. That's worth it to hear more about Assassin's Behinds. Yeah.
I found nothing in the pocket. I tried not to think that the assassin's butt had just been in here.
Tried not to, but he was thinking it. Saw this one, but it's a different main character. So, oh, that's, there's 2 characters in it. So there's Nico and George. So we're on George right now, but we were on Nico earlier. What am I missing here? Oh, bollocks. I'm going to take a fucking hint. Search the pants, but I'm missing something. As you remove the matchbook, you caught a thread. Yeah, and I pulled the thread out. Give that thread a tug. I did. Turn the pants over again.
I turned the pants over again. The pocket was empty. I searched the pocket gingerly and found a pass card. It read, Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation. There was nothing else in the secret pocket.
Actually, only George is the main character. Yeah, George is the main character, but Nico is the other playable character. Right. Now we got notes. Fake electrician's card. Right. So we now leave. Go over and talk to this woman again because she's fucking.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
Hello.
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Yes.
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces.
Probably. Right, let's see if we can leave. Get stopped again.
Hold it right there. Search him again,
right
Flap.
Flap, you need to go away, Flap. Seriously.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay.
Let him go. Fuck off, Guido. Oh my god, can I still not go anywhere? TSA level pat down, yeah. He gets felt up a bit. Come on, what have I missed here, right? Can't do anything here. I guess I gotta talk to the other 2 inside. Maybe I talk to this guy.
Get lost, creep.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, Ape-Man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square
busy.
at the end of a cul-de-sac. This isolated
What in the
corner
Windows
of
XP
Paris
is this?
that hasn't
It's
seen
broken
a street
sword
painter's brush since VE Day. This would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost.
Yes, you are. We're going back inside, pal. Let's talk to this guy again. See what he knows. You haven't talked to him in a little bit. Did I just
Hello
tempt
again?
him? Absolutely.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed it does, for Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains.
There we go.
You do not know him?
No, I don't. Do you recognize this card?
No, I do not.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Back to the clerk. See if he has anything. Like, I just can't leave this place.
What
apparently.
now?
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
It is not.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to
property,
see what he's
bitch.
left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what
Oh, that's
you
it. I
say
gotta get
he's
into the
done.
safe.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive.
What can I do here? Stop the cunt again.
What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Oh, well now. God damn it. I need the shit in the safe.
There was no one, but the name...
Right, so back over to your one. Say to her about... Oh no, I already talked to her about that. Damn it.
Hi,
Hey,
ma'am.
Dingus. Thank you for the look.
Hello, George. What can I
Sussy
do
manager.
for you now?
The manager is interesting for sure. But you can handle it like a professional, exactly. This is
Do you know what this is?
Broken
Yes,
Sword,
I'd
actually.
say
It's
it was
point
a
and click
clown's nose.
puzzle
That's right.
detective
It was
type
worn
thing.
as a disguise
It's
by a
quite fun.
vicious killer.
It's old as fuck, but it's fun.
Ah, Mr. Merlin, perchance.
That's him. Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes,
You
darling.
did. So it is XP. Yeah, probably would have been even pre-XP or before XP. I thought it was on original release date was 1996. And then it came back out in 2000. Or I'm gonna have to
Does
show
this tissue mean anything to you?
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
I don't want to do that
I
to her.
showed the pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's papers, but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George!
Vista. There we go. It's probably Vista. Follow her, George. He's gonna go fuck him up. Let's go.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
You know, I haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Got all of it.
Thanks.
That's good to
How
say.
satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet of parchment. I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
The problem is, they're gonna come for you. We know they're gonna try and search me for that parchment.
It was the ancient manuscript.
So we can't get out that way. Let's go in this way and see if we can get down the guttering. Oh, I saw a jump.
The cobbles of the alleyway looked very... The cobbles of the...
Let me jump across, George. Can you do fucking anything? Can't go down. Those lads are gonna search us and take the manuscript.
The cobbles...
I guess we're gonna just walk in here and see. Sweet Lord, you thought I had a child. Can only do one thing here, yeah.
It was the shake and shock buzzer I'd been given by the man in the costume shop.
Can only do one thing here. Actually, two. What about the balcony in the lower right corner above him? Let's try. Step out here. Can't click on anything there. Like, they're literally, if I go up and down, that's the only point you'll see anything on here. I can't go anywhere else, so I thought out the back this way. Exit the room. There is no... I mean, I'm gonna have to try and exit and see. Or maybe ask her to hold on to them. Or maybe ask him about them.
Hello again. Have you ever seen this old manuscript before? You know what it is, don't you?
You are in great danger. Put the manuscript back and leave here.
What's going on?
I can say no more.
Thanks for your...
Goodbye.
Oh, I guess I'm going to potentially use the shaker to shock him and then leg it.
Hello!
Hello,
This is what Merlin was so keen to hide.
Really? Well, that fuss for a sample of wallpaper.
It's some kind of manuscript, and it looks to be very
Sample of
old.
wallpaper.
If I was you, I'd keep it well out of sight until you're clear of this place.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I could roll it up and put it down my pants.
No, that wouldn't do at all. You'd attract far too much attention.
I couldn't leave the hotel with the manuscript. It was probably what those thugs were looking for.
Yeah. So, again, we're going into... I can't leave. Oh, can I ring? Thank you, Perfect, for redeeming 33 and a third. Ash will be happy. Speak of the devil. Can I ask him...
There was no one registered, but the name...
What now?
Do you want this manuscript back?
After all the fun...
You want the manuscript back? No. Clearly not. Is there anywhere on here apart from here? So definitely, I can't go at the front. I can't use the phone. Maybe a phone in the room. Just give the public what they want. The solution is so simple. Phone. Nothing in here.
There was nothing in the war.
Oh, yeah. I already know what it's gonna be. I just thought it. I've just to throw it out. I throw it down the fucking thing, haven't I?
I knew, but I couldn't let it fall.
I just literally, as you're saying that, I'm like, I can't get down. Why the fuck haven't I tried to drop it? Get out, you fuck. And it's gonna be gone. Search him again.
Hold it right there. Search.
Yes. Search him again. Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Enjoy, lads. I'm gonna go pick up my manuscript now.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed.
There's the music to tell me.
I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out.
Yay! You've gotten past this part. Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, Josh.
Come in, you're already inside, but yeah, come on in. So,
I found this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue. A name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, Josh.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't
The
it a
fucking
substitute for
difference in the
decisive
audio.
thinking?
Patience.
I found this in the killer's room.
What is it? A credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
You're just not going to believe what I've found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
Yes.
It's a medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the Ubu.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantark?
It could be, which means
that looks cool.
It's worth enough to kill for.
Try and say we're on
Look
this.
there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh, yeah. Maybe they
Two
couldn't
men
afford one
sharing a
each.
horse.
What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades.
Cutscene. Oh,
This
I thought
guy,
it was frozen for a
named
second
Hughes
there.
the Payin, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject
Witches
to
everywhere.
torture and confessed to
Born in
heresy.
them.
Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
If there ever was a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be
600
investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the
Not
clown
both.
and his accomplices are after.
Yes.
Maybe this manuscript is the key.
Maybe.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
But I leave it there. Oh, where's my... Okay, no, I'm okay. Everything froze up there for a second. Like, wait, what the fuck is going on here? Why is this stopped working?
Let's take another look at the manuscript. There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has three hideous faces.
She reminds me of the
Bear
wicked
me a
queen in
moment.
Snow
I keep
White.
getting the phone
She
calls,
was the
gotta
one who
check,
said,
make
"Mirror,
sure something
mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made
Hello?
me cry so much when I was a kid.
What?
Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
Yes,
She
I
didn't
think so.
frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
Yeah, I'm streaming. Alright, bye. Give me 2 seconds, sorry folks. I'll be right back. You want some clips? It won't be long. Is that just playing the same clip over and over? Oh, that was the wrong screen. Did I just play the same fucking clip over and over again? What the fuck? I need to look at that. I should not be doing that. Also, it's an annoying clip for it to play over and over again. Right, let's look at this now.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Yes.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
Looks like
a knight with a crystal ball. There's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
Right, anything else to click on this? That one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Oh, we didn't click
There's a
this
guy
one,
working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover. It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes. Let's face it, we need help, George.
We
Someone who
definitely need
knows
help.
about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I
Yes.
know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor
Stuffy
you have in
old.
mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Kroon Museum. I'll give you the address.
Right, so we got that.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend
out,
winter with
Barbara,
my
why not?
grandfather
Yeah.
and grandma. They were the best times. Warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My
Aw.
grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his scrolling. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
What a weird old man.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
I mean, let's not say we didn't. Don't have. God, am I gonna have, I have to click on something to get out? Oh, wait, yeah.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection...
Hideous faces, we've already saw that.
There's a guy...
Walking on the
There's a
ground.
between...
Jam.
And the nuts...
This one, we already know that. Now we're out.
I have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the
Let's
Kroon
go
Museum.
for Lobino. Let us depart and find Lobino. Museum Kroon, let's go. Anything outside? No, let's just go straight in.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Hello.
Are you Lobino?
Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobino does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it that. He studies here most days, but as you can see for yourself, not today.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
Yes, but we won't
I
get into
guess
that.
not. Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh, no. I don't frequent places like that.
Okay, what about this?
Do you recognize this ID pass?
No.
No.
Thanks for your help.
I should not bother with that. Let's have a look. Oh. Okay, what the fuck?
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Loch Marne at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory.
Forgot this game goes to Ireland. That
Was
just
it?
reminded
This
me.
tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited. The case contained the
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
closet. It's a sarcophagus.
Alright, so here beyond your place. So I'm guessing we gotta distract him.
Attention! Please do not open the...
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
Better stuffy?
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street.
Burger
The
bar.
Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They
In
cook their
Portugal,
burgers
yeah.
on a charcoal grill. And the fat falls on the open flame. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled. And it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Okay. You're not out for dinner tonight, Tanagarian?
The totem pole looked distinctly out of place in the setting of the museum.
Look at it, don't.
It was
touch
an
it this time.
ancient Egyptian sarcophagus with a beautifully painted effigy of its owner on the lid.
No, we're not going to do that. Come over to this.
Don't open it!
Burning cattle, yes. Click on that again. Laying low for next week's. Any
As I
particular
reached
reason,
toward
or
the
just
display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No. No.
Okay, okay.
I'll touch Grant. Take it. Guessing I'm gonna have to ask him about the fucking manuscript, haven't I?
Hey, no. No,
No, I'm
monsieur.
not. Right.
You must...
I'm sorry.
I want to talk to you,
Pardon
dickhead.
me.
Oui, monsieur?
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever it was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
Right, so was it?
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What?
No.
Get it out of the
Not
case.
gonna happen.
Ah,
You already know
no!
that.
That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well,
Stretching it a little
stretching the
bit.
truth a little.
Definitely.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. though people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park. No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobineau.
No.
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Thanks for your help.
So, try this again.
Watch out! You'll have that done on top of us!
Oh, so I just need to make sure it's not paying attention.
Don't even... You'll be suffering.
God damn it. Doesn't matter
I
where
always
you
wondered how it
put
felt
up.
to be a mummy.
Well, his back is turned, I can shake this. So does it mean I can also, if I come over here, try and open the window while his back is turned? Oh, it'll work, yeah. Dealing with the window. Yeah, there we go.
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
God damn it, George. Could have been there for hours. Why didn't you stay? What is wrong with you? Stupid George. What's he thinking?
Now, what did I tell you? Not quite.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, that's, yeah, you told me nothing. And what if I get this while your back is turned? And then while you go to do that, we'll walk over here.
No, miss. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want that. We're gonna shake the fuck out of this Tom Paul when he's done. No, okay, wait, let's get the fuck out and see if there's anything outside. Lazy? What's lazy? Okay. Chateau Verde. Boucherie, police station, museum. Let's go back to the police station, see if we can... Oh, George, yeah. George is an odd one. He's a strange character.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur? Where is the victim?
I'm the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
Outside the Hotel Ubu. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
Bon. I'll get them this time.
Do you know a man named Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur.
He also calls himself Thomas Merlin.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Stobart. I don't know him. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when
I'll
he hired
talk about
the
that.
clown costume. Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
One moment, monsieur.
Okay, let's see what he'll say.
It's Stobart, monsieur.
Maybe.
He insists on talking to you again.
Again. How dare I want to speak to him?
Hi, Inspector. Remember me? Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work. But Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu. Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. But of course, monsieur, their fame is widespread throughout France. We haven't forgotten them, unlike the rest of Europe.
It was the King of France who persecuted them, though.
Indeed.
That's why you haven't forgotten. Underneath his cultured facade, the man was real twitchy. You're obviously a great admirer of the Knights Templar.
They were men of great honor, monsieur. The flower of chivalry.
Not everyone would share your views, Inspector.
Yeah. Not everyone shares my passion for Bartok.
But if the Templars were as honorable as...
That's enough. I do not wish to hear your uninformed opinions, Stobbard.
Why do you get so wound up about the Knights Templar? They've been dead for centuries. I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Maybe his ancestors were Templars.
Definitely Templars.
Whatever. I saw the anger flare in his eyes like a distant summer thunderstorm.
The Templars were the first true internationalists. 800 years on, and still the world is fragmented by nationalistic flag-waving fools. You will excuse me.
Well, you will excuse him now. Fuck's sake, George.
So long, Inspector.
Alright, let's see, can we use...
Does this matchbook mean...
That's a double-line Swedish with a crosshatch Bergman strike strip.
What?
Now, that's unusual. Pre-war Anderson hinging.
Really?
I haven't seen a reinforced Anderson outside of a private collection.
It's rare, then?
In this part of the world, yes. There are only 3 places these are made. Taiwan, Manila, and Slough.
No.
Yeah, I figured. Taiwan, Manila,
See you later,
Slough.
Sergeant.
Right, let's call... Who are we gonna call? Nico? No? Doesn't let me call anybody. Oh. Did the game just crash? Oh no, it's just I click it and there's nobody to call. Right. So this is not where we're to be. Police station, Rougerie. There's no point in going back there. The cafe, there's no point in going back there. It has to be back to the museum. I'm missing something here. Let's have a quick look at what this has to say. Chrome Museum. Tripod from the manuscript from Chrome Museum right here in Paris, according to the Black. It's discovering what is there more to that? No. Why isn't that looking at that? Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. No. So this, and this. I mean, you don't know. Get over there, bitch. He's gone. We'll unwind that when he's walked off. Thank you for the look. Perfect. Are you streaming to him? Not my list. We'll keep an eye on. Why? I didn't left click. I opened up. Oh no. Okay.
No, monsieur.
Okay.
No. Yeah. We know. I'm not allowed. Get out. Not going in there.
This is ridiculous. I could be here for hours.
George. Stay in there for hours then. Fuck you down to me, pal. Unless we go, right, so Nico manuscript. Maybe we go back to Nico. There's nothing else in there I can see unless there's... Okay, so we go back out, we go back to Nico. That's Rouge. Oh, that's the wrong place. Yeah, Rouge, right? Back in Nico's apartment.
Hi. I've been to the Kroon Museum.
Did you speak to Lobineau?
No, he wasn't there.
So maybe this will push us to get to Lebanon?
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The
That's gotta
second
be
week of
something.
July. They
There's
were
not-
both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Let's take another look.
Fuck, I didn't want to do that.
There's a woman, but the reflection has
Three hideous faces. A loom.
There's
That.
a night through.
That way, where?
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Loch Marn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
There we go.
A
So we're
popular
back to
gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Whoops.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only
That
that,
is odd.
but he canceled the filming of a fourth series of his popular television program.
Also odd.
This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All
That's
the
a
same,
possibility.
I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Huh?
That I won't be going. I want to follow up the Belota case. If you really think Picram's dam is important, why don't you visit Loch Marn?
On my own? I'm not so sure
Yeah,
about
go.
that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Where is Ireland
Let's go.
exactly?
Where is Ireland exactly? Bitch,
I
please.
have to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Are we going to Ireland? We are going to La Airport. We're off to Loch Marn. A few hours later.
I passed the castle on the way
Fucking
into Loch
tried
Marn.
to little American, right?
The castle where Pegram's excavation was located.
You ready to get time to head the ball in B? What? Ball in B? You mean bed? Is that what you're trying to say? Right next to a ball in A. Good night, Snowy. Thanks for hanging, dudes. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Have a good sleep, I mean. That's just a weird thing to say,
I
sorry.
tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't.
Here.
I tugged at the trapdoor.
Oh, God. Be ready for me to be triggered.
Hi
That's
there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run. From me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her
Kind
medicine.
of presumption.
Chopped firewood for Father
Fuck off,
Mahoney
Sally.
till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I, see what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to him,
Yeah.
Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
That, like, he looks like a fucking 40-year-old man, not a fucking kid. God, this accent is gonna
What can you
drive me
tell
up
me
the
about the
wall.
castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No.
It's haunted.
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Boy, you ain't
I'll give
scared
you
of
one
nothing.
last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Man.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes last Tuesday night. I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible
Fucking hell.
snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming
Only worst.
from inside the castle.
Dun, dun, dun. Not inside the castle. Where it was coming. Don't forget that.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but me legs had lost their stuffing.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too.
Did you get to
I
see
sat
it,
on
though?
my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is.
Probably.
The bloody place is haunted.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you
bloody.
seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in
Believe it.
Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
They are
Jesus.
just like clowns.
It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then,
No.
while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
I said it.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
That's one thing they got right in all of that. That somebody would definitely
Can you tell
say
me where I'd
something like
find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
that. Like in the films, you tell them. Let's show
Have
this.
you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No,
Never seen
I
him.
never seed him.
Never seen him. Right, that's enough
See you later.
talking to this
Okay,
fucking kid.
mister.
Let's go into the fucking bar. We got a few people to chat with. Hello
My
there.
name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
What can you tell me
Fitzgerald.
about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
Weird
I
mix
used to
of
play there
accents.
sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died.
So,
We
lads,
didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the
Yes, I know.
archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. more than a pint and I'll pass out.
You have another point, lads.
See you later.
Let's go talk to the old lad in the corner. He'll have some fucking stuff to say.
Hi there, old timer. What? Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put
There
the
we go.
question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
It's
Pollinosis.
the hair
Thank you.
fever.
You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
What can it do?
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
You class fuck.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it?
That's exactly
No,
what
I
it
don't
is.
know him.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Yeah, it sounds like a
Skunk?
board.
In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be
Ghost
sure.
to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh,
Nice.
What's that you're making?
it's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh,
Evil
sure.
fellow.
Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover peels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Do you
Fucking
recognize the
lunatic.
man in this photograph?
I can't tell without me glasses.
What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Mm. Yeah, there's no point in
I'll
rest.
see you later.
Gonna take a beer, man.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Oh, towel. Okay.
It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopaline Stout builds body.
The Goblin Stout. What? Talk to the barman.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Sure.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
No.
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
Serving
No.
them right now.
You're the first today.
There we go. Alright, top of the morning. Oh god, gosh.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6
Top of the
nights
morning
plus
to you.
breakfast.
What? It's bottom of the evening already.
Exactly.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And
Oh.
finally,
It should have a good body and distinctive
Sounds like a
character.
nasty point.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Flat and warm. No.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No, sir.
No.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney,
You earned achievement.
it develops character.
Decades of
Isn't that right,
adventure.
Pat?
Yay.
Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
You mount decade of adventure. What's this in? Final Fantasy, Snowy?
Look, I gotta be going.
Yeah, you gotta be going.
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Yep, what else? Yeah, true,
Do you
true.
know
What else
Professor
would it be?
Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't.
I
mean,
knew it was gonna be that.
I know who he
No.
is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology part. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Did anyone from the
shit.
village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent.
I love it.
What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Can I buy you a drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him?
Of course he has.
Shame on you, Patrick. Same again.
Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Point the brown. Does not sound appetizing.
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it
Was
was only
only
last
week.
week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the
Students.
boss man.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Just joined up
Oh
writing.
no, I'm here on vacation.
What's that?
A vacation part. It's what the Americans call a holiday.
Oh, right. In Lochmarn? You come to Lochmarn for a holiday?
Sure, it's a very pretty place.
Where the hell are you from, mister?
California.
I know it. That's where the prunes come from.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Jesus Christ. Okay, no point in asking about any of this shit.
Bye for now.
Let's talk to you. You
Hello
know
there.
shit.
My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen
seen it.
And let me tell
There
you,
you go.
it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend.
Oh,
There
yeah,
really
it
is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, fucking
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now,
silly.
isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Ooh, what gem?
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed
Dr. Pig in
host,
Discord.
I might
Ooh,
add.
that's a word. Fair mount. Oh, nice. Oh, is this one of these you transfer into it? That food perfectly posted in. Looks fucking delicious. That's cool, it looks deadly. About time. Final Fantasy stole that idea, yeah,
Do you
right.
know where Pegram is gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Let's ask
What
about
can
the
you
gem.
tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest. That's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Blame him either.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Thanks, bud. You might know about
Does
this.
this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
Goodbye for now. He wasn't listening.
Let's go talk to this guy now. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be interactable.
Mr.
Here, Shad.
Fitzgerald? Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean?
Basically, a
Is he
boss
in
one
danger?
from Force Raid
Yeah.
and Reborn.
You too, if I'm right.
nice.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefits at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's
fucking
between
brilliant.
you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Yes, you can.
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
Call the
You
Dole on
don't
it.
know
You
these people. I can't. I don't dare.
Just give me it.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris, Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet,
that's cool that they use the
I'd be
boss
dead.
mode.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
Oh, fucking legging it. Bam.
Hey, I just seen a big red.
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Michael.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Medicinal brandy. Let's go out and have a look at the red sports car that hit him. That run them over.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here,
Minding your own
minding my own
business. Of course
business,
you were.
when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
It was the driver. Why couldn't you believe your eyes?
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
There we go. Dressed like a pixie.
Hey, Maguire.
What?
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not.
Are you a special agent?
Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight. See you later, kid.
Okay, Miss...
Okay, Miss Lad. Let's have a look at that.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Uh-oh.
I tugged at the trapdoor.
Look from the inside. What about this? What, motherfucker? Leverage? No. Right, we can't... Can we go... Ah, there we go.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
It's cool. It's very baked into the relaunch lore-wise, and now it's used every 10 years since. Yeah, that's really cool. I do like that if it was kind of the face of the relaunch, so to speak, and now it's like, oh, here we go. Here's this new thing. I like the sound of that. That's pretty fucking cool.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten.
Why is it long forgotten?
If these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
It's a lot of hair. Yeah, it is a lot of hair.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No,
what's going on with all
he's
the hair?
packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket.
Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car. And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah. He knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh, no. But he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
What a story, Mark. Yeah.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle. His own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction. Or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard. It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
Demolish the haystack.
Have to demolish the
watch it for
haystack
you.
to go look for Sean. I'll
Steam
stay
player
here in your
peaks
place
today.
and warn
Baldur's
anyone
Gate
who's silly enough to climb it.
408.
Marvellous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
553, Starfield 268. Not like
He strode off in the
thousands.
direction of McDevitt's bar,
1
leaving
month
me
old versus
to
launch day.
contemplate the
Yeah.
stack of hay.
That's fucking crazy. It's still so high. Yeah, Baldur's Gate seems to really have people. Alright, time to climb this haystack.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
What you need is to use the bar. No? Oh,
I inserted
look
the
at
end
that.
of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
There we get up. Hello, does it go? Thought and see us still first for a year. Strong. Do you play a lot of Dota? Oh, Jesus.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plow.
Ah, fuck you, goat. I'm guessing you were going to hit me if I tried to go down this now. You're not going to be able to. Oh, cutscene time. Wait, Dota, like, unlike platformers. Alright. Oh, yeah. What we got going here?
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I
mint.
realized what it was. Plaster of Paris.
Alright.
I'd used it in kindergarten
Plaster
to
of
make
Paris.
casts of animal paw prints.
I don't know what you're writing anymore. It's your bedtime. It's all good, dude. It's all good.
I reached into the sack.
So did we take plaster of Paris? Oh, we did take a little. What are you doing? Where are you going, George?
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Surprise. What's this? It's almost like this is gonna have to be picked up and put into the wall. Oh.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
Oh, well, look, if we just, you know, pick that back up.
As I swung the stone upright,
The holes.
I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
They're convenient.
I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly.
They definitely didn't fit perfectly. But you know what we should do? We should put the plaster of Paris in there.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
Do we have any water there?
I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement. I smoothed the patch of sand where the statue had fallen.
Now I'm gonna have to. I don't have any water, so let's see what else we got here.
I tried in vain to move the patch.
Yeah, right. Was there? Right, there's this, there's that, and there's that, and then there's this statue again. Right, let's go back up. Is there a bucket somewhere, maybe? No, it's not gonna get us, but we need to. I'm guessing we're gonna have to come back. Go back here. Talk to the kid again, maybe. See if he's any.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
What?
Do you know what this white powder is?
No.
Okay.
See you later, kid.
Okay.
Right, see if we can get a bottle of water or point. Oh, for fuck's sake, I already have what I need. An idiot. Back up we go. As I do that, I realised what I needed to do. Get into this plaster of Paris. Squeeze the beer mat out on it. That's me water.
I squeezed the towel as hard as I could, but it was barely damp. I smoothed the plaster.
It's barely damp, for fuck's sake, you told me it was soaked earlier.
It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopaline Stout builds body.
Guess I need to go soak up more, then go back to the bar. Unlucky, yeah. Back to the pub. Go for a pint, lads, let's go. Try and steal the old lads. Wearing a necklace.
Almost as if he'd sensed my intentions, the old devil.
Will you leave it alone?
Look, I know how it seems, but my... Hello again.
What?
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a...
It's not me. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and white as a newborn babe's.
You can actually hear things again now? Excellent.
That's what gets my juices flowing.
It's a snare for a rabbit, right?
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it. What do you make of this white powder?
Ah! Hay fever!
What does this red nose mean to you?
You can sneeze into it. Damn it. Way too hot during the day, but close down quick enough. Yeah, honestly...
I'll see you later.
This fucking machine is a godsend. This room is actually kind of a little chilly now, and I'm loving it. Wait to turn that off, let's see. This is 20 degrees. I don't think it's 20 degrees in here. But considering it was, let's see if you can talk to him about getting the room again.
Yes, sir?
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir.
Just catching
Each
a bunch of
barrel
people with a
is
clown nose
lovingly
and that's what they
manhandled
think.
in
Yeah, I know, right?
time-honored fashion. Suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp. Lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working.
That's gonna stop working now.
It's not my idea, is it?
Well, here,
It
look.
just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvellous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Okay, let's fuck with the glass washer.
When you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
I'll do some pumping already. See what we can figure out.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
Where did he walk out?
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine.
Shouldn't the Patrick
I
sign
figured
be
it
outside?
must be the wiring.
I mean, if it place was called Patrick's, I think they just put it on there to... Oh, it's stop that? No?
Excuse me?
Yes, sir?
Look,
Yes, sir?
I got...
What the fuck are you walking out there for? Oh, we
I
need to
couldn't
get the
see
wire
anything
off this
obviously
out,
wrong with the
lads.
machine.
That's...
I figured it must be...
So talk to him. What we got to offer him?
Hello again.
What?
What?
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
Statistic, oh fuck.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Give him the tissue.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Take a look at this ID card.
I don't know anything about it.
I'll see you later.
How the fuck are we gonna get this out, lads? Where?
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece
That's how
of
we're
wire.
gonna do it. And now we're gonna use the piece of wire on the dishwasher. Fuck off and don't give me that. I don't know.
I couldn't see anything
So, on the plug. Fuse is broken.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of
Yeah.
wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard
Long
everything
fuse,
I
fuck
knew
it.
about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half-pint to that man on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess so, but I'm not making
All
any
the knowledge
promises.
plugging in and
If you
plugging
can't
out,
fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
Thanks, buddy. Now let's get down to fucking... There has to be some... Crack that.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal.
Nothing appeared to happen. Oh shit, I did not need to do that. Find a flashlight down there somewhere. That's the only thing, and that was the only other thing.
It was the lever which locked the trap
It's gonna
door.
be the thing here. Right, so then we go back up. We go out. And we'll pull that up. Get some sunlight in this situation.
I looked down on a stone-tiled floor.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera.
It
was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
You're welcome, murderer. Now let's go in and grab that gem.
Now I could see.
So, there's the flashlight.
Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling.
Get the gem.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue
stone. No, Snowy.
I guess I was already under its spell.
Oh, sorry, that's Alpha.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way, you're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Packet of crisps. Chips. What the fuck? Hey, Misty. Packet of chips.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
Lovely. Now let's use this. Get it nice and wet. Go back and get that plaster of Paris sorted.
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on.
Kept dripping anyway, that's alright. It's all time for you to hop off. No worries, Snowy. It's time for me to hop off as well, but I'm gonna finish this section and then we'll go right out. But yeah, thanks Snowy, thanks for hanging out there, much appreciated. Always good to have you. Sleep well, my man. Right, back to this. Now we can rain this out over.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Well, well, well. Look who it is. I like that, kids. How are you, man?
I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath,
how are you getting on? How's your day, man?
Perfect copy of the statue.
You think? Now let's go over and use it on the. Don't put your fucking fingers in.
I placed.
Shut your mouth. Put that in instead.
The hardened
George.
plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft.
Excellent.
thud.
I'm glad to hear it, kids. I'm doing well.
Silence.
And now the wall opens. In we go. Been a long day, but it's almost over. It is almost over. Yeah, that's true. Although my days and your day is completely different. Oh, excuse me, I'm guessing your work day is almost over. My evening's almost over. My stream time is just about to finish, to be honest, as well. But, that's quite alright. Oh, Magoo's raided out to Geordie. Can get rid of that lurk now. Character creation, huh? Nice. Right, so we're back onto Nico. Kind of the ideal time, I guess, to finish up. Let me save this. And it's not because you're here, kids. Don't worry. What a thing to say. 46%. Ooh, shit, we're nearly there. Hopefully, your day, the rest of your evening, you have some fun planned, at least, Kins, and you don't have too much more bullshit to be dealing with today. Fingers crossed. But yeah, that is going to be it for me today. Let's see, what was Friday? We're coming back. I'm going to play DBD on Friday. I think I haven't played any DBD in a little while. And there is the Rift and stuff, so don't worry, Kinsey does this. I can't help the fact that you're coming in at the end of my stream, lads. Like, I'm already, 10 minutes over. But anyway, let's go raid Perfect. She's playing Figment 2. So let's go say hello to her. Because why not? But yeah, thank you all again. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you for chats. Thank you. No, that was yesterday. Never went. Love you, Twat. Love you too, Kill. Fuck you as well. Thank you for the raid messages, Magoo. Much appreciated. So yeah, raid messages are there if anybody wants to copy them. If you're a sub, you can copy the sub. If not, copy the other one. Let's go say hello to Perfect. I will be back not tomorrow, I'll be back on Friday with DVD. Tomorrow, if you're looking for somebody to watch, this game that we're going to go right into now, Perfect is playing Figment 2. Magoo will be playing this tomorrow, I think, the first one. So you can go there. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your evening. Catch us all later. Bye.